Malaysia has officially confirmed the cancellation of the Agreement on Reciprocal Trade, or ART, with the United States, declaring it null and void rather than merely suspended. This significant decision follows a February 20, 2026, U.S. Supreme Court ruling that invalidated the legal basis for reciprocal tariffs. These tariffs were imposed under the International Emergency Economic Powers Act during the Trump administration. The court ruled that the president lacked the authority to impose broad, blanket tariffs without specific justification. Malaysian investment, trade, and industry minister Johari Abdul Ghani made the announcement on March 15, 2026, stating, "It is not on hold. It's null and void." The ART, originally signed on October 26, 2025, in Kuala Lumpur by Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim and then-President Donald Trump, had significantly reduced tariffs on Malaysian goods from up to 47% down to 19%, with some products even receiving zero tariff treatment. The U.S. Supreme Court's decision dismantled the very foundation of the ART by striking down the executive authority used to justify these reciprocal tariffs. Consequently, the agreement is now considered legally unenforceable. Minister Johari emphasized that the U.S. can no longer impose tariffs without specifying industries or providing valid reasons, such as trade surplus imbalances. As a result, Malaysia is now treated like other U.S. trading partners, under a uniform 10% temporary tariff imposed via Section 122 of the U.S. Trade Act of 1974, removing the preferential status it once held. Following the collapse of the ART framework, the U.S. has initiated new trade investigations under Section 301 of the Trade Act of 1974 on March 11 and 12, 2026. The Office of the United States Trade Representative launched probes into 60 countries, including Malaysia and the European Union. These probes focus on issues such as excess industrial capacity, forced labor, environmental violations, and export subsidies. Johari warned that key Malaysian export sectors, including electrical and electronics, palm oil, and oil and gas, could face intense scrutiny. Non-compliance could lead to export restrictions or even higher tariffs. By formally exiting the ART, Malaysia has become the first country to cancel it. Following the court ruling, this potentially encourages others to follow. Countries like India, Japan, South Korea, and Vietnam now face the same 10% rate. This shift weakens the incentive to maintain such agreements and may trigger a broader global reassessment of U.S. trade pacts.